Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money, sex and bodies? Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards. And we do it seriously. We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic. We used to be an Instagram live show. And then a live show in front of an audience. Yay! And now, a podcast. So sit back, relax, and trust the process. Welcome to The Tarot Show.
I'm Dickie Copeland.
And I'm Hannah Garces.
And this is
The Tarot Show.
This is the Tarot Show.
This is The Tarot Show!
Lest ye forget.
If you forgot, babe, we can't help you.
We just told you.
We just freaking told you there's a tarot show. What did you think this was?
Succession? That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
It's not even a well, I guess they do have the HBO podcast afterwards. Maybe you thought this was the Succession show podcast. You're like, what's going on with Jerry? And then we're like, here's the Four of Pentacles. Like, oh shit. Okay. Whoa. Anyways, this is going to be a deep dive episode. We are going to be discussing the Four of Pentacles. But before we do that, how are things, my friend?
Well, shoot. Things with me are pretty good. We saw that cat again.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, he disappeared for a couple of days after we did our last recording. We didn't see him after that.
But yeah, I think he's good. We still haven't decided on a name yet. So, again, if you want to give us your suggestions, maybe I need to make a little poll or a little like suggestion thing.
Yeah, just see what people think.
Yeah.
I want another interaction or two as well.
Right.
Get a feel for that personality. I feel like the first time it's like first date, you know, everyone was like too nervous. He's getting a little bitey because he was like overstimulated. I'm fighting the urge to just pick him up and throw him in the house, you know,
Just see what happens.
just to see. Even though you can't do that, you have to take him to the vet and quarantine and all that stuff. But still, you know, I just want to hold him.
You just want to hold that little guy. Is there anything new with you?
Yeah, I'll start with my new job. Yeah, I had my first day yesterday and second day today. And now I am working on movies and I have a bunch of new friends coming in my office.
Yay!
Everyone at Hallmark is it's crazy how truly nice they are. And everyone keeps saying, well, it's Hallmark.
I love this. I love this for you.
It's such a funny turn. It's so sweet. Everyone is so lovely. Also, a bunch of people from Disney are there, and someone was like, it's a mouse invasion. I was like, oh my God, chic.
That's so funny.
I was like, that's so funny. I've been identifying with this mouse Maurice, but I didn't elaborate to them. That's just for us and our listeners.
Just for us.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. Also, they have a barista that is paid for by the company that makes free drinks all day. And he does them super fancy. And like he misted, like I got a vanilla latte and he misted my coffee beans before he ground them.
Shut the fuck up.
And it was also just so good. And this girl in front of me ordered a hot chocolate and he flippin' roasted a marshmallow with like a mini butane torch. My jaw was on the ground.
Oh my God.
I know. And this is what's stupid. He's hot.
Oh, of course.
Like
it's a Hallmark movie.
Exactly.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It was so insane.
Tickles.
I know.
I love this. It's also funny, listeners, we haven't really had a chance to fully download.
No, I've
since
been
you've
working.
started, because you've been working and I was working. So this is kind of the first time we've really sat down and talked about your new gerb.
It's so crazy.
I'm so excited for you.
It's really, really lovely. I can't believe the good fortune. My parents were really cute too. Of course, my dad is like very like, so what's the traffic like? How long did it take you to get there in the morning? How much longer is it than your old commute? Is it worse in the evening? And I am very happy to engage in those conversations because I'm also figuring out my route. Mm-hmm. And my mom was really touched because they had a little cupcake party for me.
Yeah.
All the cupcakes said, welcome Dickie on them.
So cute.
Really cute. I'm obsessed with my boss already. She's so cool. And she's been very like a nice combination of kind and transparent. And she clearly is funny. So, you know, that rules. And yeah, I have like a little office.
It feels like you had like a really shitty boyfriend for a long time, and now you're released and you're dating someone who is like appropriately excited to be with you.
That is a very accurate. Yes, it's like a reversed Four of Pentacles in a career reading, right? It's cute too because my boss made this comment about when I first got there, they had me in a cubicle while they were like getting the old stuff out of the office. And I got in my office today, but day one I spent at a cubicle. No big deal. I'm fine to be at a cubicle. I was actually happy. I was like, okay, I can get more of a sense for everyone and kind of overhear things and figure stuff out. And I was in my office today. She's like, oh, good. I'm glad. She's like, I didn't like seeing you at that cubicle. I was like, she's from ABC. She's fancy. I was like, that's really cute.
She's fancy.
She's fancy. Yeah. So, and it's also great too because it's in Studio City. So I am amongst all these places I've never been before, but we keep laughing. I'm down the street from Jax's.
Yeah.
Just texted on the way home today because she follows my little Find My location, and I was on Ventura Boulevard, and it looked like I was at Jax's, and she screenshot it and she sent it to us, being like, "Oh my God, are you at Jax's without us?" Like if I just went after
Fully
work.
outed you in the group chat, like which?
Yes, which pointing at me like Leo DiCaprio on the couch, but actually, then she goes, "Oh, never mind." Your icon's zooming down Ventura Boulevard. And she's zooming, dude. Never mind.
Dude. Oh my God. I forgot something that happened today.
What?
That is related to this. Vanderpump alert. Okay. So now you're next door neighbors with Jax's. I had a little lunch meeting with, is this weird to say?
I can always cut it out, but say it first and we'll figure it out.
With some nice casting people from CBS, and they
Who have been to the show.
yes, and so that was cool. But what's really cool is that morning they had just had a meeting with Ariana Madix.
Oh my God.
And so then we were talking about like Vanderpump Rules, and they're talking about how like she's really lovely, looked stunning. She is that girl. Anyway, so then we're talking, and then they're talking about the tarot show, and then our waiter, he's like, "I'm so sorry to interrupt, but you said you were talking about stuff." He's like, "I am like actually a psychic, and I do tarot readings." We're like, "Oh shit, that's so cool!" And he's like, "Yeah, I did it on TV once. I was the guy. I read tarot for James Kennedy and Allie."
Oh my God.
Isn't that so weird?
That's insane.
Yeah,
And you were like, I've seen that episode.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so
It's like our show is in the zeitgeist or something. Like tarot is happening.
tarot's happening, babe.
It's exploding.
Anyway, it just felt very strange.
I had told Proto Moon that we would do a deep dive on
Synchronicity?
synchronicity. And that's what I think we've been feeling. That's what we smell in the air. Like something is burning
And it's our hair.
from our candles.
But I'm so stoked for you in the new job.
Thank you, Anne. It's very
Rocks
cool.
ass.
The other cool thing that I did do recently, which I've been meaning to tell you about, is that I went to a very cool haunted house like theater experience thing called Delusion. And it's not the one that's like really horrific where they like take your shoes and make you like sift through a toilet and stuff. It's not like that. Which there is a thing. There is a thing that is that, and it's not that. This is more like you walk through a huge haunted house with actors in it that tell a story, and you sort of like figure out what's going on with the story. And there are little interactive things, but it's nothing too insane. But they do separate the group from time to time. And we were in this huge old house that's like kind of by USC, like downtown. And it was beautiful. And it was like some guy that made his fortune in lumber built this house. Woo! The Legong's like,
That's not true.
that's not true. That's not true. What does Dakota Johnson say?
That's not the truth, Ellen.
That's not the truth, Ellen. Anyways, we're going through and it's very clear that the story is it's like an insane asylum and the patients are running amok and one had a gun and he made us play musical chairs. And then like this other patient came through and she made people do like a small play. But in the play, you like learned that the head doctor was like doing experiments. He's trying to raise the dead and stuff. And then we go up the stairs, right? And this time we're being led by like a good doctor that's like gotten away. And the doctor's leading us up the stairs. And then as we're going up the stairs, a fucking person on a tricycle zoomed across one of the landings. And we all went, whoa. And I literally, my head was like, she's zooming, dude. But it was crazy because it was over that wood floor. Like it gave the shining in the tricycle. And then we go up another flight. And then our person gets like pushed aside or stolen or something. And a new person comes out and he grabs me and another girl and goes, you two. And it's this like little girl actor. Ooh. And she's like, come with me. And we're like, okay. And so we go and she takes us into a little classroom, makes us do like a little psych test or whatever, where she's like, what is this? The girl next to me wrote face. I wrote beauty. She's like, I don't like face. And I was like, yeah, you suck. Put like a little gold star on my chalkboard. And then the next one was like screaming, you know, this image of people screaming. And the girl next to me wrote like scream. And I wrote horror. And she's like, you're good at this. I'm like, I know. Like even a gold star student. But then she like takes us outside of the classroom and there's 3 tricycles. And she's like, let's go. And you're like, oh, it was that girl.
Oh shit.
And now we're on the tricycles and they made us like do the tricycle through this whole like floor of all these like rooms with like some of them must have been fake, but I was like going pretty fast and real people like kind of grabbing at you like patients. Ew. But I was laughing so hard because I went so quick through that room that I was like, and I was giving them screams, you know, performer to performer.
Of course.
I was giving them my screams, the gasp that you gave me, right? Even though I was like, I could have been cool and like, you know, but I'm like, let's play.
Yeah.
But then I realized, literally at the thought as I was like just zooming through this, like through the left, screaming, I was like, I am Maurice, running from room to room at top speed, like screaming at my little lungs out, like. It's like, wow, like it was foreshadowing for me.
Oh my God.
I know, it just really made me laugh.
That's so funny.
And also the girl in front of me on her tricycle, like kind of fucked it up and like couldn't get over the landing. And I was like, move. I wanted to give her a big move, bitch, get out the way. But I was like, come on, let's go. You know, because like they're kind of coming up behind you. Like you gotta go. And I wanted to just boot her little tricycle, just kick it square in the back. But I held myself back and just like tried to be patient. And then she did. She got over the landing. And then I just like stepped over it with mine. And I was like, let's go. And I kind of went around her. I was like, you're too slow.
Yeah. You're going to die.
Guess what? You're dead.
You're dead, hun.
Me? I'm fucking Mario Kart over here. I'm rainbow roading this. I watched Hannah do it enough. I know where the little secret landing thing is.
Yeah, bitch. Hell yeah, bitch.
So anyways, delusion rocks, and you should go to it if you can. And then the scariest thing of all, I got in an Uber in the middle of downtown LA over by USC. Yeah. Like on this like empty road. I was like, I don't like this area.
No.
Also, when I was driving down there, my Uber person was like, you know, people disappear down here. I was like, I do know this.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
Yeah.
Isn't this where they found the Black Dahlia?
Yeah, true.
All right, well.
Okay, anyways, yeah, I got my phone. Thanks.
I'm late for delusions. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Hope they pick me.
You're a pick me, but for haunted houses.
Yeah, I'm a pick me, but for the little girl playing a crazy ghost. I truly was. I was like, beauty, see?
Was she a real little girl?
She was like a very small actor that was kind of young. Like she was probably like 19.
Okay.
And pretty tiny.
Wow.
And she was kind of creepy. She was doing a really good job. She was like clapping and being like, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, thank God I put sparkly eyeshadow on so this little tween likes me. I love all that haunted shit.
Yeah, dude. It's our season. We're in our element. Speaking of, get tickets to the tarot show. Even if you're not in town, you can live stream it. So go to ucbcomedy.com, get a ticket to come to the live show. Or if you can't make it, you can live stream it for, I think, up to a week afterward.
Correct.
And you can watch us and support us. And gosh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice. And they have really good camera systems set up too. They're jumping and cutting and zooming in and stuff. Yeah. She's zooming in, dude. She's zooming in. Yeah, and we're going to try to look cute.
Yeah.
Do the damn thing. Well, we don't need to cleanse the deck, but we do need to cleanse these little haunted bodies.
Oh, boy.
And we do that with a shot.
Well,
Hannah, from the womb
to the tomb. It's vodka. I'm scared.
We have to go to the store, so we stop doing that.
Oh, but I hate going to the store. That's not even true, actually. I like the store, but I don't have any money.
Yeah, that makes it suck. It tastes like when I got on the tricycle and the first kick of it doesn't quite work, you know? Like you have to like find the right pressure to put on the little pedal.
That's tough for me.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't. You know, sometimes it's just extra rough. I don't know why. I took a shot of mezcal the other night. I don't like mezcal, but it was free because I went to a restaurant that's near the bar that I work at on a break during my shift. Oops, naughty. That's fine. Bartenders are drinking all the time.
Par for the course.
Yeah, but ooh, boy howdy. But this. I just didn't do it right. Okay.
You swigged?
Yeah. I'll process this on my own time. Sorry.
You did that thing where you like, oh, you're still shaking.
I know. Amateur hour. Fuck.
It's not mouthwash, Hannah. You got to shoot her.
Okay. I'm okay.
She's back.
I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back online.
You were possessed. Back online.
I was that little girl.
Beauty. Yeah. It was like that.
Cool.
Now it's time for
blessings. I would like to bless trampolines. Who doesn't love a fucking trampoline?
Like the one in our little extra room right now?
Yes, I was influenced. And I bought a little trampoline, or a rebounder, as they are called in the fitness world. And I've been doing little workouts on it.
Watching the TV.
Yeah, watching the TV, bouncing up and down. And it's good because it's like you can do high impact, but there is a lower impact on your actual body because it absorbs all of the impact. And it's also good for lymphatic drainage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And I just like love a trampoline. I kind of want to go to one of those like trampoline parks.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I just love bouncing around.
Go support Jim Bellino.
Absolutely. And he needs it in these trying times. But yeah, just jumping around on trampolines. What is your relationship with trampolines?
I saw a kid eat shit on one of the little coils, the springs.
Oh.
Because especially when I was in South Africa, a lot of people had the kind of trampolines that are in the ground, which were very cool. But yeah, like the springs were just exposed, and I saw this kid eat shit on one once. So I have a healthy fear and respect.
Yeah, like the ocean.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But I do love them. And I really think it's funny to double bounce people. Mm-hmm. That I enjoy as an oldest sibling. It makes me happy. Yeah,
did you like crack the egg?
No.
That's like when someone is in the middle and they're like huddled up and you jump and you jump so hard that they like break.
No, I've never played that game. But it does seem funny.
Seems right up your alley.
Yeah, that's my piece of cake. I'll tell you that much. That's my order from 32 flavors.
Yep.
I love the trampoline culture of lying on it at night and like looking at the stars. Like it's giving sleepover.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so crazy you say that because that's also part of the reason I was blessed it. But
really?
Yes. My friend in late elementary school and middle school, she lived up in a very remote part outside of Portland. We were all kind of like country kids up on a hill called Dixie Mountain. Scary. Jump scare. But it was like really remote. And so in August, you could watch the meteor showers, and we would lay on her trampoline. And it was like she like looked over this like beautiful like valley of forest. We would just like watch like comets. So you're exactly right.
It sounds like something out of a kid's book, like a little kid's book. How cutie. And also the end of an 80s adventure movie.
Definitely. Remember the show Dharma and Greg?
I do.
And her room was a trampoline with like...
I don't remember that part. Okay, Manic Pixie. I just remember that she used to go to the store and like speak in German.
She's so crazy.
She's so crazy. Love her.
Jenna Elfman, you rock. Also, she reminds me of you now because of Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, yeah.
She's the angel.
We used to watch Can't Hardly Wait in college and pick which character we were. They'd said that I was the angel that's on the bus stop. That is Jenna Elfman. I do love to give advice. And I do love to be coming or going from a place.
And you are pretty and blonde. It all lines up.
Thank you. Number one reason. That's why I like a trampoline, is because I'm an angel and I can get a little closer to God.
Because you miss your dad. You're so far from home.
I am. I'm Papa obsessed. Well, that's a good little transition. Hannah has lit the candle to bless trampolines, both the big and the small ones.
Yep.
I would like to bless the sound of mommies getting ready in the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
You know, like the clicking of like little compacts and lipsticks being opened and the spraying of perfume.
Yes.
I don't know. There's something about when you go into... we're both having nostalgic little childhood kind of blessings, but like when you would go into the big bathroom that your mom had and she's like sitting at the little stool and just like putting on makeup and stuff. I don't know. There's like a very specific sound to it.
Yes. And the smell too. Like the
Yes.
smell of like makeup.
Yes.
Like the smell of like a Bobbi Brown.
A L'Oreal.
Lipstick. Yes.
Like the clicks of the eyeshadow cases.
And she's going out, so when she like hops up to get something out of the closet, there's a little click clack
Yes.
from the heels.
Yeah, or the sound of the hangers being pushed over one by one.
Yes.
The sub blessing is my favorite memories of my mom as a child, were when she and my dad would go to my dad's very fancy Christmas holiday party for work. And we'd be left with whatever babysitter, or even when I was old enough to like watch my little sisters. But the way my mom would smell in that perfume in the very fanciest dress, all glammed up, like ready to go. Those are some of my like favorite memories. I was always in awe of my mommy.
Mommy.
And then she'd hug you goodbye and you would smell like the perfume.
Yes. Oh my God.
So anyways.
Do you know what the perfume was?
No, but it was in like a big crystal, clear colored perfume bottle. It was strong, which is like what I loved about it. She didn't wear it very often. I need to ask her and find out what it was.
Yeah, I want to know.
See, I just assume it's very fancy because that to me was the height of luxury. My mom was doing quiet luxury. I didn't know what it was. She's like, whoa, the big crystal. It looked like a crystal from like, again, like an 80s adventure movie or something.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, that's the thing they have to like turn in the castle or whatever.
Yeah, or like something that like Elizabeth Taylor would own.
Yes, something like that. It wasn't white diamonds, but it wasn't like one I knew the name of.
Right.
Because my mom was chic. I will report back, listeners.
I gotta know.
In the meantime, I'm lighting the candle to bless the sound of mommies in the bathroom getting ready.
That's such a good one.
There's also a sound you and I have of getting ready, which is a little bit different. It's a lot more clacking of like hair straighteners and curlers.
Yes. And like Kim Petras like blaring in the background.
Yeah, it's a little different.
We're like stomping around. And we're like, is this top okay? Is this weird? And it's like in the back, like, treat me like slut. Little dirty bitch, I let her fuck. And it's like, I don't know.
Throat goat.
Throat goat. Harder, faster, longer. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
And then me being like, should we do a halfie? Should we do a little half shot? And you're like, I would do a half shot. I've already poured them.
But you know what? For Lyle and Hunk, that is mommy's getting ready.
That is true. And they do know that sound.
So.
And now it's time for curses. Me on the
tricycle. The goat. The goat's on the tricycle.
Yeah, the goat is on the tricycle, which is crazy because its little hooves on the pedals are tough. They slip.
Well, they're cloven.
They are.
So
yeah,
it's like in the little.
Do you think they grab it with their little like toes?
I really do.
I think they grab the bars for sure that way. Also, what's funny is like goats have those crazy eyes. So them like looking while they're on a tricycle, like before they like cross the hallway, like.
I want to go to a petting zoo so bad.
Do you?
Yeah.
Little stinky petting zoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I just want to give them a little scritch.
I want to do that yoga where they lie on you.
Me too.
Maybe one of these days.
One day.
But curses, Han.
Curses. Okay. I want to curse the fact that I don't have a little doggy.
Yeah. Speak on that, Han.
Look, I'm not in a position to have one right now. I don't have the money, the stability. It would be unethical for me to have a little doggy in this moment. And also, it's unnatural. It's not okay.
It's part of the problem.
It's part of the, it's not part of the solution. It's definitely part of the problem. It's not Christian. It's not Soulja Boy Tell 'em. It's not Turn My Swag On.
It's not throat goat.
Oh my God, it's the furthest thing from. And I feel incomplete. I need a little doggy.
You've wanted one the whole time we've lived together.
Yeah.
I also would love for you to have a little dog because then it would kind of be like my dog.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want my little doggy to cuddle me.
I know. You love a little cattle dog too.
I really do. But it's like, it's hard because like with those, like a herding dog, you need a yard.
I know. And you need to be able to entertain them and give them that enrichment.
Yeah. But I'll take a little weird Chihuahua mix.
I'll
take a little.
God, yeah.
I want a little freak.
A little purse guy.
Yeah, I want a little freaky boy or girl, or they them. Dogs can be they thems.
Absolutely.
So okay, I don't like that I don't have a little doggy.
It's not forever, Han. I know it's in your future.
Thank you. Even though Fozzie Bear is like, he acts grumpy about it. Like, you know those TikToks that are like, my dad and I with the dog he didn't want, and it's like a dad like tucking in the dog and like giving it chicken.
Yeah, like hand feeding it chicken that he steamed and roasted himself.
That's absolutely gonna be Fozzie Bear. I can just tell, and he's so like, oh, I don't care. I don't want a pet. I want a dog. Sure, Jan.
Oh my God, was he in the room with us? You fooled me.
Well, he'll just be so stoked that we brought him up organically.
He insists upon himself.
Megalopolis ass boyfriend.
Do you have any names in the back of your mind?
I do. And, you know, of course it depends on the little critter. But I kind of want a little dog. I want to name it Bug.
Oh, that's cute.
Like if it's a little weirdo and has like bug eyes.
Yeah.
Bug.
Come here, Bug.
Bug. Or Frog.
Frog is good.
Frog the dog. You know.
Yeah. Bug the Doug.
Bug the Doug.
Not the Doug.
Not the Dirk.
The Dag.
The Goosebumps.
Ermagir. Everburger Durg. Everburger Durg and Ferg.
Fergie Ferg. Okay. So I'm going to blow out the candle because I need me a little doggy.
Hannah is
or a big dog.
Blowing out the candle. It has been blown out to curse the fact that she does not have a jerk.
It ain't right. Wait, I think your mic turned off.
Did my mic turn off?
Oh, no, you were just far away.
I'm far away because my cat is trying to burrow into my lap.
He's trying to burrow into your uterus.
Yeah, he wants to go back to where he came from. My womb.
Aw.
Yeah, it's because I have a blanket around me, listeners, because it's cold tonight. And so Hunk likes to get under the blanket. There you go, bud.
He heard all this dog talk and he's like, not on my watch.
Yeah. Time to assert my authority. Make him remember who the real big dog is. And it's my little black cat.
And it's me.
Hunk. All right, bud, are you going to settle? I have a curse to do. All right. He jumped off my lap. After all of that, I would like to curse my TV coming on in the middle of the night. It keeps doing that.
What?
My TV keeps turning on in the middle of the night. It happened again last night.
In your room?
Yes. And I could just unplug it, but I don't want to because it's behind the huge drawers I have, and it's just an annoying thing because then if I want to put it back in, I have to reach back in there and there's not really enough room. So, when you have to kind of turn the square part of the plug to get in there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, but yeah, anyway, back to the headline. What?
Yeah, I
I hate that other thing, but mostly what?
I know. It's only happened 3 times or something, but
times. Dickles!
I know. But this has happened my whole life. I think I've told you this. This used to happen to me when I lived in the upstairs room when I was back home, during summers in college. I'd be in the room above Sissy Cece. Sissy Cece, who forever has been you're haunted, used to say that she would come upstairs to check on me because she would hear me stomping around. And I was famous for dancing in the mirror and looking at myself, even with headphones on at all hours. And so she'd be coming up to yell at me to be like, can you stop dancing in the mirror? And I would be asleep. And she would have been I heard all this running around up there. She thought I was dancing in the mirror. And then I would be fully asleep and out. And then I'd wake up and the TV would be on too in the back room.
No.
I know. And then I would just go turn it off and go to bed. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of like having an alarm in another room.
Right.
But it happened all the time to the point where I literally was it's not a ghost. It's something, it's too often.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't scary. It was annoying.
Right.
But then it happened to my TV in this room, right around the time I almost got laid off, in July.
Ew.
I know. And then it happened again a couple nights ago, and then it happened again last night.
Okay. And so your TV is just it's a regular TV with an Apple TV?
Yeah.
So when it's turning on, is it on a show or is it just on a fuzzy screen? Is the Apple TV also on?
No, just the TV.
Just the TV is on.
Yeah. Back when I was growing up, it would have cable, but this is just the light. I'm so sensitive to light that even when the screen turns on, just black with it has that little square that's Samsung, whatever.
Yeah.
It is so bright in my room and it wakes me up instantly. And there's a little bit of a sound too. It makes a, not the beginning of the HBO hum.
Right.
But it's akin to that of the power going through it. Does that make sense?
And wait, and where is the remote? Where's the
under my bed?
Okay.
Yeah, I've lost my remote a long time ago. And it's not being squished. It's I know where it is. It's under the bed. So it's possible a cat is sitting on it, but both the cats are asleep on my bed.
Yeah. Also, if you turn the on button on underneath the bed, it wouldn't see the sensor.
Right. Right. I don't know why it's turning on. It's as if someone's pushing the button on the TV. I think that's but I think it's just a weird electrical thing.
Yeah.
It's not spooking me. It's annoying me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I think the ghosts are getting annoyed that you're annoyed with them. And they're what do we have to do to this bitch to make her scared?
My relationship with the ghosts is the same as when I get in a fight with someone where I'm ugh. And they're looking at me and I'm looking at them. I'm can we just go to bed?
You gray rock them.
I do. I'm we'll talk about this in the morning. I'm too sleepy right now. But anyways, it is an annoying thing. And it is slightly spooky because it's I don't have the answer to it. Mm-hmm. And we've had spooky shit happen in this house. And so I don't want it to be the beginning of something.
Right.
So I'd like to just nip it in the bud and curse it now.
Yeah. Stop it, you guys.
Leave me alone.
Not cool, you guys.
And at least they're not turning on the big TV. Although that has happened in this house before. I will be fully honest with you.
Great.
It's happened like once, I think.
Awesome. Awesome. I will say though, it's like, I remember when I first moved in here, you did say that it's like, you did feel like a good energy about this house. Like you never felt unsafe or anything, even if something creepy happens. And I will say the same. Even if there's been a glitch in the matrix or two, we've talked about it in the past. Like I've had my own, like the power went out and that freaked me out. But I've never felt like something truly malevolent. Oh, except for that one time when we had matching dreams about men attacking us. But that was like, to me, that was just like a darkness like kind of passing through.
Well, and we were being really reckless at that time,
Right.
if I recall. Should we tell that story? Do our listeners want to hear that story? I wanted to tell it at the show, but maybe there's not time at the show.
I think we've told it.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Well, listeners, if you want to hear it, we could tell it for more when we get closer to Halloween too. The actual scary thing that happened to Hannah and I, which is a completely true story, and was the only thing that was actually truly did very much scare me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this TV thing, no business compared to that. If it is something, I don't know what it's trying to say. I guess I should look and see what time it's happening at.
Yes, actually.
Well, too bad I cursed it. Now it's not going to happen again. I blow out the candle.
Night, night. Nice try.
Mama needs sleep. She has a new job.
Come on. They're so rude. Ghosts are, just because you don't have to have a job because you're a ghost doesn't mean that we don't have to have jobs because we're alive.
I know. They don't have to commute or anything.
So annoying.
Although, what if they're commuting from like a different world? And it's like they come to turn on my TV, then they have to drive 45 minutes home.
They like clock in and they're like, all right, turn on the TV. And they watch you like stir in your bed and be annoyed and not even scared. And they're just like, this bitch.
I know.
My bitch boss.
My bitch boss won't respect my work, won't listen to me with my ideas. Yeah, I'm giving them like what I used to give my mom when she tried to wake me up for school. I'm like, no. I hate you. I guess that concludes blessings and curses.
Yeah, let's talk about this freaking card.
The Four of Pentacles.
Four of Pentacles.
The Four of Panties. Let's do it.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll just dive right in by saying that this card, not every card in the deck, because there are 78, but there are a few cards that do like have a specific meaning for us. And I feel like this one always pops up in a love reading, and specifically it's an ex-boyfriend card.
Yep. This is that ex that either won't let you go or perhaps you won't let them go. And we've seen it both ways. But yeah, it very much represents an ex. And we've had it represent exes for other people too in readings. So I think our deck really connects with like that idea of just, that, the one that got away, but also never got away.
Damn.
That one that's like a splinter in the heart.
Yeah.
You just can't get them out. And every time you try, you kind of just scar it more.
Ew.
So you might as well just leave it in there and hope it works its way out. Mm-hmm. It's like shrapnel.
Damn.
Luckily, I don't have any of those. Just knocked it over.
I think for a Cancer, that's every ex.
It is every ex. I'm not letting any of them go, to be honest. My little harem. My little collection. They're all so treasured. Why would I let them go? All right, shall we word cloud this card?
Let's do it.
This card can mean possessive,
Stinginess.
I have clingy,
Blockages.
protective,
Material security.
material stability,
Emotional insecurity.
holding on to the past,
A vault.
conservative, and not necessarily in the like take back our country kind of way.
Miserly.
Yeah, I have hoarding. Someone who has to be in control. How about this one? Guard your heart. An emotional siege.
Oh, shit.
I came up with that.
That's really cool. Poet. Bit of a poet on our hands.
It's my Pisces moon. Scarcity mindset. Whenever we pull this card too, I have that thought of especially in a reversed too, which we'll talk about it in a reversed reading, but that whole stupid saying of, if you love something, let it go. And it's kind of because this character is just doing quite the opposite, right?
Yeah.
He does not believe in that. So sometimes I think the card is kind of saying, when you hold sand, if you squeeze it too tight, it comes out of your fingers. It's like you got to just kind of loosely hold it. She's about grudges, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Should we talk about the symbolism of the card?
Yeah, we'll describe it. So it shows a man with a crown sitting, and he's clutching one pentacle. One is on his head, and the third and fourth pentacles are underneath his feet. And behind him, there is like a cityscape of towers and castles. And he looks very stern.
In the
Constipated almost. A bit constipated, I will say. This card's it's a little constipated.
That's we should have put that in the word cloud.
That should have been in the word cloud.
Especially after our last episode that was very scatological in nature.
Also, our friends reaching out saying whether they were a poop, shit, or crap, and that the readings were good.
No, I had several friends reach out and be like, that was a very meaningful pull for me.
I was a crap.
I know. Oh, I was always like, which one were you?
You really got us poops pegged.
Anyways, this card, beyond the constipation, very evident within the expression of this card. The background and sort of the actual foreground are both gray as well. It's not one of the prettier cards. It almost feels like the part of New York City that smells like garbage.
Most of it.
When I went
said lovingly.
Lovingly, yes. Once when I went for one DCM, the garbage men were on strike. So there was like garbage everywhere. So that's specifically why
I remember that.
Do you remember? It was like piled everywhere. And all these kids from LA were like, these people are mad at us about being from LA? Like, what?
What, you guys?
Okay, but you literally live in like the Fraggle Rock mountain heap. So, and I love New York City. I really, really do. So it was just that particular one was, and those New York kids were really like, the UCB kids were like, kind of like, I had a chip on their shoulder about LAUCB. And it was like, well, you're more than welcome to come here.
You will eventually.
And they all did. And they all did.
Oh, I love the one-sided beef. I love it.
So funny. Well, LA has that a lot. San Francisco
yeah,
has one-sided
that's right.
beef.
We talked about this last.
Yes.
I think. Yes.
Yeah, where it's just like, okay. Everyone's mad at us. I'm just trying to like be in the sun.
Just trying to eat tacos and have a nice time.
I'm just trying to find a margarita. Oh, I was going to say about more on the symbolism.
Yes.
It's very interesting because the way this character is holding the pentacle across his chest, it always to me looks like, right before they snap a neck when they're like threatening it in a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has one on the top and one on the bottom, and it just looks like he's about to like snap the neck of the pentacle.
A bit menacing, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like a threatening sort of aura to it. It's like, what is that?
What is that?
What is James?
Okay. James.
What's that?
Very spooky, scary.
Very spooky, scary. And then also I read that the pentacle on his head sort of represents that he can't commune with the spirits. And that the pentacles under his feet basically stop him from, as the kids say, touching grass.
Right.
This man is very locked within his own material existence.
Yes. Oh, and then I imagine the pentacle in front of his heart. Wow.
His seat is not like a fancy throne, and his crown is not a fancy crown. So like he is mimicking a king or a queen,
Right.
but it's clear that it's not elaborate or maybe authentic, or it's something else.
Right. Because this also is a card, not to jump ahead of ourselves, but about like external validation and material things. So it's like that would make sense if he's like almost impersonating a king or putting so much stock into the way he looks and the power and the clout and the status, and not really in touch with his spirituality. He's not grounded in himself. It's about like not connecting like with yourself and your authentic self.
Yeah. There's kind of like a bit of comedy to a 4, a pip card that is just only a 4 having like this seated crowned figure on it.
Right.
It's like, buddy, you're not even in the top half of the numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Roasted.
And this black cloak too that's like wrapped all around him. It also isn't very fancy and seems to be in tatters and stuff.
Wow.
I know. Kind of interesting. Let that all inform your readings as it comes.
The final note I have for him of the symbols and imagery are all the towers in the background.
Ooh.
And those relate to the Tower card in the Major Arcana.
Oh.
So this sort of like idea that the towers maybe represent lofty ideas or a disconnection from reality that kind of can be upended at any time because they're not centered in reality. They're not centered in your truth. They're not real because these are these structures that you build to shield yourself, or like, you know, a structure that you build to look down, but it's not, they're not grounded.
So when this card is pulled in the reverse position, what is your first impression?
To me, it feels like more emphasizes like giving and sharing.
Like a generosity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny. I always feel of a like letting go. Not just begging Jesus to take the wheel, but like really like trusting that he's going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
A shifting away from this material rigidity to like an emotional flexibility.
Also, I think in reverse, it can mean removing like numbing distractions, like to your point about being able to like feel and like connect with people. It's like maybe it's this need or urge to like not overindulge in like drinking or alcohol or scrolling on your phone or these things that we do to like disconnect ourselves.
How about zodiac? I saw a lot for it being connected to earth signs. And then I saw one person that was like insisting it's a very Capricorn card. But I do think I understand the earth sign of it all, because if any sign's going to hold a grudge forever.
Right. And it is a pentacle card after all.
Yeah, which are all typically earth sign related. I do think there's something about an earth sign that can like turn to rigidity thinking it's like stability. Like going back to a sort of tried and true tactic, whatever that is.
Yeah. It feels like kind of like the shadow version of a Capricorn.
Yeah, and I mean, I say this as a Capricorn rising. And also too that there's something, this card isn't entirely bad, that there is again stability at the base of it, and that you have acquired what you've got on this card.
Yes, totally. But it's just like, because I think if you're pulling it specifically about like jobs and money, it is a ultimately positive card because it does point to like financial stability, maybe tightening the wallet a little bit.
Finally putting some stuff in the bank.
Yeah.
Even if that bank's just under your feet.
Right. But I think the underlying caution of the card is that money is not everything, or that you can't tie your entire worth to accomplishments, money, status, whatever.
How about if you pull this in a love reading?
Ooh. Well, we pointed to this earlier. It might represent a partner who is clingy or possessive,
Jealous.
Also, on a simpler level, maybe it is a person who is kind of cheap, doesn't want to pick up the bill.
Or someone who's maybe considering you as a object.
Don't like that.
Nope. Happens a little bit more often than we would think. Looking for their trophy wife.
In a love reading, this can also signify a relationship or a person that you've kind of outgrown them or you've been with them too long and it feels safe, but it's time to hit the dusty trail.
There could be a loss that you take in getting free, but it's probably worth it. Get out. Get out. Get out.
And then for if you're meeting someone new, this might signify a person that does not share their feelings very easily, a very guarded person.
They got their walls up.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving a little PTSD.
Yeah. And I think if it comes up reversed in the situation, it's like someone who is like doing the work, but they might require a little extra patience. It's time for pairings.
It's like, wee. So if you pull the Four of Pentacles with the Emperor, which the Four of Pentacles is one of the four, and the Emperor is the fourth major arcana. And we've talked about how all the four pip cards or suited cards share aspects of Emperor. Mm-hmm. And this one in particular really does seem to emphasize his shadow side of being stubborn, maybe being selfish. And it can just like represent like a control freak. And it's usually a person. It just sort of turned the font bold. Mm-hmm. They italicize it. It's really emphasized in a reading where both cards come together. And then if you have the Four of Pentacles with Temperance, which is the number 14 in the major arcana, so it's also kind of like connected, but Temperance is more sort of the cure as opposed to the disease. And so what you need is to move past like this materialism, move past things, move past the ego of you've attached to whatever is going on and turn to what Temperance has to say about how to live your life.
Damn.
When the Four of Pentacles is pulled with the Chariot, a scandal. Accusations are flying.
Oh my God.
Something is happening, and it's happening fast. So watch out.
Shit.
Someone's talking shit on you.
Kick their ass.
It's probably an ex. And everyone's hearing it, and it's really getting around.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill that.
I know. And
unless you deserve it.
Yeah. Also, too, you should love it when your exes talk shit about you because they're obsessed.
Or you really stepped in it.
What do you think your exes say about you?
Probably that I'm like caustic and crazy or something.
What do you think they say about me?
She's such a cold bitch.
Yeah, I think they're like, she is so mean and she talks shit about all of you. And that's completely true. They're like, actually, she was so mean about you behind closed doors. And it's true.
It's true. Okay, I guess mine probably like, damn, that bitch cries a lot.
Yeah, I think that's the truth.
I cry a lot.
That they're like,
I
well, she did cry a lot.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite quality of yours.
I know.
Hello. Just like you love how mean I am.
I really do.
I really make you laugh.
I know. But it's always justified though.
Yeah.
It's always true.
And it's poetic. I like really find ways to get at people. When I said a certain person had troll fingers, gnarled troll fingers. And toes.
And those little toes.
Matching digits. A set of 20. You should hear her walking barefoot in the kitchen. Sounded like fucking Satan coming down the steps.
Get her a tricycle.
Get her a tricycle so she can click in with those little toes. She could just put force the little knobbled parts through the like slats in the pedal, and then you never come out of that. Hang her off the balcony and she'll stay. Anyway, yeah, I feel like the way I talk mean about people, it's like, it's poetry. It's slam poetry for me. Well, TikTok told me that Cancers are particularly mean, and it's a quality that they treasure. Mm-hmm. That's so true.
It's an art form.
Thank you. It's like, I'm like Eminem, but without the rapping. Just the sentiment.
Exactly. Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti. All right. The Four of Pentacles with the Fool. It's a warning. don't be dumb. Don't do that impulse buy. You're going to be tempted.
Oh, okay.
But you don't want to just fall off the cliff, right? Like you don't want to also like countercorrect too hard.
Right.
You go from like, I've been calorie restrictive and I've been working out every day and now I'm just like fucking going ham.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, it's what we love to do, but don't do that.
But yeah, don't be like us.
Do as we don't even say.
Yeah, I know. Just gonna, I like to eat.
Eat apples and bananas. All right. The Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. A huge material earthquake is coming. Rapid change after stagnation.
Oh,
Who knows what's going on with your finances, but stuff is about to change big time.
Buckle
And
up.
not necessarily for the worst. For the worse. Just change is coming.
Okay.
With the Hanged Man, it's kind of a little bit, whereas with the Emperor, it's all about like, oh, someone that maybe is holding on too tight. With the Hanged Man, it could be someone that is like letting go, or just kind of this idea of like, now we have to let go, like let go. And there might be a painfulness to it, but then after that comes release. And to me, it really does feel like breakup for real this time.
Yeah.
You know, like how you always have the initial breakup with someone where you physically actively break up, but then when you actually let them go,
Yeah.
that's like a second death.
Right. Because that Hanged Man is about like a big perception shift.
Yeah. It's when you actually, again, like we've talked about that episode of My So-Called Life where she wakes up and she's over Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's coming for you.
Yeah.
But this is maybe even more of like a choice to get to that place. The Hanged Man has a lot of power.
Sure it is.
The Four of Pentacles with the Tower. Get ready for a fight. Ooh. And if you're involved with money and stuff, it's very, very Succession to me. We're battling.
Oh my God.
Roman. He's going to get you.
Your dad's going to slap you. Run away.
Because you sent a sext or whatever. You're insane. The Four of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. We're definitely blocked. So check your chakras.
Yeah.
You got to clear something out.
Get a crystal.
Get a crystal. Clean the pipes out, dude. Whatever that means. And that concludes pairs.
Dang. Those are some good ones.
Yeah. Four of Pentacles seems like a pretty simple card, but when she's paired with other things, there is like a lot of nuance. People be holding on.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's like, if it could ever mean like ghostly.
Oh.
You know, like spirits that aren't letting go.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it's hard because it's a Pentacles card, so it's very material. You know what I mean?
Right. But if it is specifically about not being able to move on from this earthly plane.
I guess that would be like if it was with, like, what would be some spooky cards, right?
Maybe like the devil.
the death card.
Death card.
Maybe the Lovers, like someone who won't make a choice between going or staying.
Right. Maybe judgment.
Oh, yeah. Being called to the other side and ignoring the call.
Stop turning on the TV. Just go to the other side. You're waking up my friend and she has work in the morning.
What if it's a little ghost that wants to watch Vampire Diaries? And it's like, you go to sleep. I just want to take one more peek.
Just the part what Elena's up to.
I just want to see what Elena's wearing. And I want to watch them kiss that one time they're in the motel together.
I died in 2009. I didn't get to watch the finale.
Oh my God, yeah.
Can I please just watch it, please?
I will cross over once I know who she winds up with. Is it Damon? Is it Stefan? Is it someone else?
Oh.
Well, folks, just like the ghost turning on the TV, we are with you.
From the womb
to the tomb.
Good night.
I wish I could do the HBO sound.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun,
It's funny because I remember you can do a personality quiz based on what you think comes after the HBO sound because I hear dun 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 dun.
Oh,
dun, dun,
yeah.
I hear Game of Thrones.
Wow. Yeah, I think I go Sex and the City and then Sopranos and then Game of Thrones.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the Succession theme song, we've been talking about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Could be in there. Anyways, we're with you. Bye.
Bye.